Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
He knew exactly who you were. Did you see that smile?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Was there a fight?
There has been quite a battle here.
I'm gonna loot your place. I hope you don't mind.
I'm sure
Welcome
the
to the
Ascalon
Ascalon
Club has the
then,
money
Dr.
to
Reid.
replace the furniture.
He was saying something to me. Ugh, so much blood.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid.
Okay, that's what he said. Can I fix your painting? It's crooked. Damn. There's a lot of blood. Oh. Huh. Shows me that you're healthy. I don't know why you wouldn't be healthy. You're a vampire. The Ascalon Club is an association of gentlemen secretly aiming for the protection of the crown's interests. I founded it in 1837 to honor and perpetuate the legacy of my maker, William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke and true protector of England. All the members of the club must be of good extraction and flawless moral fiber. Since the club accepts mortal members, who will be duly observed and valued as proper candidates for immortality, the goal of the club is to impose respectable traditions and behaviors amongst the good vampire society, but also to promote and expand the imperial hegemony of England. We are the true elite of Britain's society. We are Ascalon, the holy lance held by St. George's, protector of England, when the saints slew the dragon. As lance-bearers ourselves, we vow to defend the Empire's interest. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave. Filling that out rather nicely. Locked.
I cannot enter.
Interesting. Just checking for shinies. Okay. So, Pre-Win knows where the Ascalon Club is, apparently. And came in here to wipe Ascalon out. Wait, what? Okay, apparently there's a backyard. There's whispering. There's someone out here? There is someone out here. We're not supposed to be this way, though, so I'm gonna go back inside. I remember who's out here. We're going back inside. Alright, let's go upstairs. I don't know who these people are. That's the same painting that was in Elizabeth's house. So maybe that's not an important figure. Ooh, I got a dagger. It's a good dagger. Blood absorption. Kind of like the knife we got from Giselle, apparently. Take that. Can't go in there. Wasn't okay. No. Back down the stairs. I'll take that. Hope I didn't miss one over there. I hear voices. I want to explore this place fully before we... Whatever's in there, I'll take it. And key to the Ascalon Club basement. We may need that. We may be going there. I don't know. I don't remember. I opened that. So much stuff. Taking all this stuff. Oop, oop. Did I miss a cabinet over here? Because now I'm feeling like I definitely did. No, there's no cabinet. That's why. Okay. That was the second one of those things that I just walked right past. There's no... Okay, that's not money. That's just gold base. Alright, let's do this.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Yeah, this isn't uncomfortable at all.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you.
I don't like
Please
this.
accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Do I lie? Frick.
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
I hate all of this so much. Why so friendly? Oh, so much. Okay.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reid, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reid. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
No. No.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
When can I leave? What's the purpose?
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
And William Marshall founded the club?
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Where did he go? Or die? I don't know what happened to him. I killed one. Yeah, I killed one of yours.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Oh, I don't want anything to do with you or this club. I can't change this camera angle either. What does membership imply?
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition?
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to obey?
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Can we leave, Jonathan? I don't want to be here. No. I don't want it.
I agree to join the club.
Jonathan. Hold on. I didn't want to do it so hard I yeeted the game.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Jonathan.
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy?
Oh, God.
Is his blood pure?
Oh, God.
Well, speak, Dr. Reid, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance.
Jonathan. Jonathan.
I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
I've heard you. We don't need him. Just walk away. I don't care what Lady Ashbury says. Jonathan.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us!
No.
One of us!
No. I don't want to be here. Talk to Lord Redgrave. I would rather, do anything else, but talk to Lord Redgrave.
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage.
Oh, good
We shall
Lord.
chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Did we walk in that way? Yeah, I guess we did walk in that way. Fine. I'll go talk to the old white dudes. I should talk to you last. No, I shouldn't. Okay.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
Are you sure? I don't like it. How about that? I don't like it. Oh, yeah, let's be blunt here.
I feel like the newcomer, and I do not like it at all.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you a club member?
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Can you tell me about the club?
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reid.
Not afraid of vampires?
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is the club not secret?
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reid, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
You asked for membership?
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
I'm sure. About Lord Redgrave.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Okay. Well, you're famous.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in, to cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Situation in the West End?
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Okay. About the Guard of Prewin?
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
They're our enemies.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reid.
Would you help them?
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Well, money can't solve everything.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall.
Oh, good lord.
A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Frick.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns.
He's a doctor.
Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
I'm gonna throw you out the window. Just pick you up and throw you right out that window. That would be more beneficial to the city. I don't want to talk to you.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
You know Edgar Swansea?
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Obviously you're spying on me.
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
I'm sure he has spies all over the place. Who was Fergal?
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
He didn't look like a werewolf. Also, how did you turn him? You know I killed him?
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Oh. Okay. No personal attachment then. Scowls are linked to the epidemic, although, I don't know we should tell him that.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reid, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scowls.
Scowls are malevolent. Some Scowls are peaceful.
I have met peaceful and wise Scowls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scowls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reid. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
What is this new malevolence?
Yes, I'm level 4 now?
Have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
How's your investigation going, Dr. Reid? Time is our enemy.
I have a few questions for your lordship.
All right, but be quick.
About William Marshall.
You made me swear on the blood of William Marshall during my initiation ceremony. Why was that?
William Marshall was the most glorious knight who ever lived. He served 5 kings, and was a living example of probity for all. And he was my maker.
I don't know that I believe that. He was a vampire?
William Marshall was a vampire? Is this some sort of joke? Wait. Could he be my maker?
That would be joyful news, for it would mean he still walks among us. But alas, the great knight has left this world for good.
And you want to explain how? Why is his blood sacred?
Why is his blood so sacred to the Ascalon Club?
He was simply the greatest defender of the realm we have ever known. I fought by his side at the Battle of Preston, and he made me his progeny following the fight.
About Aloysius Dawson.
May I ask you about the mortal who attended my initiation? Mr. Aloysius Dawson.
A member of the club does not normally ask questions about other members. We trust each other mutually.
Is he really a member?
So he really is a member then?
Indeed. Only the most eminent members are allowed to attend such ceremonies. Even if I admit some of us fled during the first hours of the Great Hunt.
But he's mortal.
But Mr. Dawson is mortal. Are you not afraid he might reveal who you are? Especially to your enemies.
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word, as are all of us. This is the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. We do not grant access to the unworthy.
Tell me about the Great Hunt.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
It's a major concern, and I'm convinced we'll only get a satisfactory conclusion by putting an end to the epidemic.
Well, McCullum won't stop.
I have already met Geoffrey McCullum. I am certain he will persist until he has killed every last vampire.
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign is driven by the ravenous behavior of the Scowls.
I see. So without the epidemic creating Scowls, the Guard could not convince anybody of our presence.
Exactly. Once we have put the epidemic behind us, we need only wait until the Guard grows old and weak. Time will once again become our ally.
Risk of an attack?
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here? Geoffrey McCullum is a daring leader.
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the country until things improve. But not me. I founded this club. I'll die defending it.
Alright, well, it's something, I guess.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Godspeed, Dr. Reid. We are counting on you.
Okay, we got stuff to do. I'm getting out of here. Do I want to go out the back? Will this give me a map? Probably not until I leave. What's happening over here? Talk to Swansea. What's Swansea want? Ask locals about possible sources of infection for the West End. Okay. Alright.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
We know this, Jonathan.
Women of all countries unite!
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
I'm supposed to ask you about infection.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Okay, I will look there then.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards.
She's been...
Yeah. I'm skipping that one because it's longer than most others. Oh, goodness. Reach the first source, which is over here. Where was Lady Ashbury's house? It was over here, wasn't it? I think it was here? I'm curious. Yeah, give me... I just want to mark it. There we I don't know if she would have anything to say, since we've been initiated and I'm going the wrong way for any kind of objective. Can I ask you a question?
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Well, you're recovering. Okay.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
Okay.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Alright, so he also... Lady Ashbury's house in the opposite direction. Part of the other reason why I went in there is to get the mesmerize level boost, because we need that to talk to some people, get some people to let us into their homes. West Enders must unite. Do not let them fool you. Do not let them control you. They are among us. They lust after your soul. Vampires are real. Defend your community. Oh, we picked up one of these from Clarence. Earlier, Clarence Crosley. So he's spreading these around. The warning leaflet. Clarence? Clarence? Hold on, let me dig through this trash can. Okay, Clarence. Clarence.
Good evening, old chap.
What?
Yep. What do you know about vampires?
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Did you share your research?
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone?
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin, the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
Okay, alright. I have some. About your leaflets.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
I believe you.
Clarence, you've always been a reliable and a good friend to me. If you say you saw a vampire, then I believe you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for your trust. You don't know what that means to me.
It's all right. But if you want my help, you have to explain exactly what happened.
The first time it was in Rouen. I saw an officer drink the blood of a soldier. I saw its teeth, saw it bite. It was a vampire, Johnny, and they're here too.
Tell me more.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire you saw in France.
I was enjoying my leave in Rouen. I left the bar, took a shortcut back to the barracks. I saw it in a back alley. An officer in a stained uniform. biting into a soldier's neck.
You never saw that officer again?
Did you ever see that officer again?
No. He wore the uniform of the Royal Warwickshire Regiment. I did some research, but found no trace of him. He probably stole it from a previous victim.
You were drunk.
But you were drunk, weren't you? Are you sure these two men were not just kissing?
Please don't insult me, Johnny. I hid, and I saw him leave. Then I saw the body, drained of all blood. I've seen the same marks here in London since I've returned.
I think I need to talk to his wife before I get his other hints.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
He's not going to. He's going to be up all night. I don't like it. Where are we going? Right, heading this way. If the game will let me move. There we go. I just want to see if Lady Ashbury actually has anything to say. If we can update her on our status. I'm very curious. Oh, this door was... Can I open it? Yeah! Now I can move freely. Ooh, rat.
I have this thirst for blood.
No rat is safe. Straight ahead. Alright, got it. Yeah, past this big, giant vehicle. It's just hanging out.
Elizabeth doesn't seem to be at home.
How do you know?
I'll come back later.
Fine. Do I want... Let's go talk to Swansea before we... Let's go do that. I'll cut out the walking.